There's been many a moment, I'm sure, when the bored-caged mind has wandered to thoughts of tropical waters lapping at golden beaches, of palm trees lilting in a tropical breeze, of the sound of ice clinking in a chilled glass, of a warm welcome from a smiling local in a grass skirt hibiscus behind the ear, and an appropriate talent for the ukulele. It may not roll off the tongue like Waikiki or Ipanema, but look at this. Fotheringay Beach. What a beauty.
I'm on Flinders Island, the largest island of the Furneaux group that lie halfway between Tasmania and mainland Australia, embarking on a handcrafted journey with Scenic. But who said that island holidays had to be tropical? These tours are a gastronomical, historical, cultural and geologically stunning way to get your island fix.
You know, in today's world, it's very difficult to find a totally secluded beach like this, and it is an instant, cheap, effective sedative.
With not even 1,000 people living on the island, beaches and bays like Fotheringay or the equally evocative Trousers Point are some of Tasmania's best-kept secrets.
Battered by and scattered through Bass Strait here is this group of islands. In the late 1700s, Cook breezed through here and named them Furneaux after his wingman, fellow Brit with a French surname, who'd sailed with him. In 1798, Matthew Flinders, that canny sea dog and navigator, poked about here in an open boat to get a true lie of the land, and consequently this island was named in recognition and honour of his substantial sea-soaked feats of daring do.
These days, the serenity will make you feel you're on a remote island far from anywhere. But in reality, this exclusive, scenic and rich experience is only a 40-minute flight from Launceston.
So I think it's the third or fourth biggest island in Australia after Tasmania and Kangaroo Island and is it Fraser Island, the big one in Queensland? Yeah, I think it's Fraser.
Yeah.
We come next, I think.
Right. And it's nice to see this vista here because you've got mountain ranges and you've got everything, really, haven't you?
Oh, it's absolutely marvellous, and that's why lots of people love to come here just to see the island or to go walking on the beaches.
On a fine day, you can see all the way to the main island of Tasmania, but today, it's mainly the renowned Flinders Island lamb and beef that outnumber the residents of this secluded paradise.
What's the population?
About 840 permanents, and then people with holiday houses. Peak period as an island thing would be Christmas because all the families come home.
Yeah. And do you know everyone?
Most of them, yes. And we don't talk out of school, so you're not going to get any local gossip out of me.
The main township is Whitemark, centred around two institutions, the pub and the bakery.
Hello.
Hey, how you going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good.
You the boss?
Yep.
I'm David.
Hi, David.
And you can't leave without trying one of Tasmania's most famous gastronomic delights.
I notice you've got lots of awards for your scallop pies.
We have,
Why are they so good?
because they're just the best.
Really?
Yep.
Local scallops, obviously.
Yep.
But a word of advice, get in early.
Do you sell a lot of them?
Oh, yeah, we do.
How many-
We
how-
sell out.
Well, that's ready to go.
Yes.
Fiona runs the Flinders Island bakery with all Australian classics and thankfully not a cronut in sight.
I love places like this, the local cafe with all the staples and the Bain Marie and the local proprietor who knows all the locals, what the locals like to eat. And it seems only appropriate, since we are on an island, to have the scallop pie, the award-winning scallop pie.
So far, I've managed to island hop across two islands, as part of my Tasmanian handcrafted journey with Scenic, and now it's time for my third and final island.
In the world of food, the term artisanal gets bandied about a lot these days. It's right up there with bespoke and curate, and if you're using the terms farm to fork, paddock to plate, or grape to glasses, your excuse for hiring a manscaped barista dude with a neck tattoo, then that simply won't do. Today, we're off to Bruni Island, an island, off an island, off an island, on a gourmet wilderness adventure.
Our first stop is the multi-award winning Bruni Island cheese.
It's always my understanding that you had to be sort of mad to be a cheesemaker.
A little bit mad, or just do really badly at school, I think.
Really?
Yeah. That's what my dad says.
But a little bit mad because you're mucking around with, you know, sort of mould and stink, aren't you, really?
Yeah, it's a kind of an alchemy. It's that beautiful combination of craft as well as science.
Yeah.
So, shall we try some?
Yeah, what do you got?
Well, we'll start with the soft cheese. So this is a cheese called Saint. It's a little white mould cheese. Now, most people will be familiar with kind of Brie or Camembert, so it's that same family.
I love it when this kind of cheese just starts to get a bit oozy too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bruni Island Cheese Company manage every aspect of their operation. The milk for the cheese comes from their own cows. And Nick also brews artisanal beer using
The raw
dairy
milk
products.
too.
Look at that, that's a stout.
It is a stout. It's what we call our whey stout. And we use a portion of the whey, so when you're making cheese, whey is almost like a byproduct of cheese making, but we use our whey in making this stout, and it gives it a great body, a great texture, a little bit of sweetness. Do you like it?
Oh,
Not bad on a cool day like today.
9:34. It's great.
Bruni Island actually consists of two islands, north and south. And the best way to see this is at what's known locally as the Neck.
235 steps. Just the thing you need after a breakfast of beer and cheese. Most people come up here for the obligatory photograph, this being one of the most Instagram spots in Australia. I come up here just to use the word isthmus or tombolo. That being what this is, a narrow stretch of land connecting two larger pieces of land. Without it, South Bruni Island there would simply float away from North Bruni Island.
Located right on the beachfront at Adventure Bay, Pennicot's is an ecologically friendly restaurant that serves up the best, most sustainable lunch that even the most adventurous will love.
Is it possible to take the idea of locally sourced too far? Local, 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 mine court, local, and location, location, location.
I think I'm getting the hang of this. You eat, you walk, you eat, you walk. And there are no shortages of beautiful walks on Bruni Island, including the gorgeous Two Tree Bay. Right, with that done, next stop, Bruni Island honey.
Now, given that one bee lives for about 40 days and you can only extract 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey from one bee, do you ever feel like a slave master?
No, only to our staff. No, to be a beekeeper, you have to be a very gentle person.
Right.
Yes.
What's so special about Bruni Island honey?
We are a family-run business.
Yeah.
We run about 1,000 hives. I suppose it's all the different varieties of flower, so we get the honey from that makes it special.
Right, and what are those varieties? The leatherwood is classic, isn't it?
Leatherwood is classic, so that's Tassie's signature honey in a sense. Very floral.
It's a bold honey too, isn't it? It's got a big flavour.
A love or a hate.
There is a honey to suit every taste here. Manuka, bush, prickly box and more.
If you think of life as being like a flower, honey is the love.
Well, that's a lovely way of putting it, yeah.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
No one leaves empty-handed from Bruni Island honey, and a serving of some honey ice cream is the perfect palate cleanser.